Hey everybody, welcome back to Naughty Doggy Fitness. Take 4. Just kidding. Take 100, really. No, what we're going to talk about today is, you can see it's Christmas time. New Year's about a week away, or maybe a little more. But everybody's going to make New Year's resolutions, as most people have in their life. And, I looked up the history of it. It's like 4,000 years of some type of history of making resolutions for the upcoming year. So it's actually pretty interesting. But statistically, 45% of all Americans make a resolution. 92% of them fail. So our idea here today is to help you guys be in the 8% group that succeeds at achieving their goals or their New Year's resolutions. So we did some research and a bunch of reading and came up with some ideas that seemingly work very effectively, and some things we use ourselves. And I just think it's going to help you guys if you take the bull by the horns and go for it. So the first thing is you're going to want to set a very clear goal for yourself. You can't just say, I want to lose weight or I want to get more fit. You want to say something like, okay, I want to lose 20 pounds or 40 pounds, whatever. I want to gain 5 pounds of muscle. I want to make $50,000 a year more than I made last year. So whatever your crystal clear goal is, that's what you're going to want to shoot for. And the idea then is to think about what has worked for you in the past. What was a good driving factor for you? Did the wife say, oh, honey, you don't want to wear that to the beach? That'd be for you. Whoa, obviously it's not, I got to change it up. So maybe that's the thing that makes you say, I don't want to be humiliated again or whatever. So I stopped eating or stopped drinking all these beers, and that worked for me in the past, or whatever you can come up with. If you can't think of some sort of stimulating factor that worked for you in the past, then look around at what has worked for others. That's a proven technique, whether it was a sporting team's type of practice or business groups when they have motivational meetings or something. You can come up with something that either worked for you or for others, proven techniques. Next thing you want to do is get a one-time action, which would be like everyone goes out and says, oh, I'm going to join the gym. Okay, that is a one-time action, and you're going to have to do that, or something like that. So maybe join a group of other like-minded individuals. If your whole thing was to learn to play the guitar a lot better, well then you better hang out with some musicians, So you got to make an action. You can't initiate it from the couch, usually. Could be hiring a professional coach or something along those lines is good for you too. So the next thing is you want to do is come up with a system that's daily and weekly actions for you. It could be, I'm going to get up earlier every day. So not just earlier, but again, it has to be clear and concise. So you're going to get up at 4:30 or 5 every day, no matter what. Not 6 days a week, but 7 days. I'm not going to stay up so late. So I'm going to bed by 10 p.m. every night. So these are things that you're going to stick with no matter what. Just those are slight examples. Or if you say I'm going to do 5 push-ups every day, perfect. You don't get to do 3 or skip them or anything else. So stick with that. And what you're going to want to do, your number 5 in this whole thing, is going to be committing to that action using what they call the 10-30-100 rule. And so the idea behind this is if you have picked an achievable goal, then you can stick with it for 10 days for sure. However, this is the trial period. If you said, I'm going to do 50 push-ups a day, and you find by the end of 10 days that there's not a possibility for that ever going to work for you, you can maybe do 10 a day. So this is a good thing, this little trial period. So to prove that you've chosen an attainable goal. So I'm not saying make it real easy on yourself. That's not it. But if it's so off the chart that it could never be achieved, you're just going to kill your whole idea anyway. So make it achievable. Try it for 10 days. If it doesn't work for the 10 because it's over the top, then readjust it and try for the 10 days again. But when you get to where you've picked something that you can achieve for 10 days straight, then you're going to want to say, okay, I'm there. Well, I know I can do it for 30 days. So stick with it no matter what for 30. Then you'll be a lot further along. So you can do a lot in 30 days physically, guys. Physically, mentally, talent-wise, if you're doing sports, you can do a lot with 30 days of working towards your goal. Now you're going to jump it up and say, we're going for 100 days. By the end of 100, you have made some super physique changes. You've developed a lot more good positive habits. If your idea was to make more money, 3 months, that's a lot, guys. So we want you to pursue that. So the 10 days, the 30 days, the 100 days. If you're serious as crazy, you could just keep cranking on it and see where you're at. The achievable thing is 1% better every day. And there's a book out there called 1% Better, I believe. And Gina turned me onto it. So I want to read the rest of that. But anyway, 365 days a year, 1% every day, 365% better. So at the end of this year, or 2025, when 2026 is rolling around, I don't think you'll be looking back at that year if you've gotten 365% better, at 1% per day. Try this program out, see if it'll work for you. We hope it does, but please put in the comments what you've set for yourself for goals, your strategies to make them happen. So we hope it all works for you. If you want to hit us up at naughtydonkeyfitness.com, that'd be great. We have conversations on there as well. You can leave questions or comments, and we'd love to hear from you. So let us know. Thanks.